there are people in this world existing, doing the exact same habits that you are struggling with. And the thing is, they are doing the exact same thing that you are doing, but they don't really think about it. They just doing it. They don't need to be consistent with this because it doesn't really bother them. It isn't hard for them. And most people, like, they look up to people who are doing like crazy stuff, want to imitate them, and they wondering why they are failing. And for example, I was someone who wanted to quit porn for so long, and I tried to imitate all these people, all these semen retention guys, like, and I never really got to that point, and I always wondered why does it work for them and not for me. And this is for the exact same reason why some people can reach their goals easily without really thinking about it, and why people are struggling with this. And it's the like step zero on getting anything. It's your identity. I realized that before I was able to quit porn. Like, I had a really bad porn addiction back then. I was fapping like 2 to 3 times a day. My confidence was at a all-time low. Couldn't really speak to people, and I thought that the tactics that I was doing, that these are the reasons, like that these are the reasons why I couldn't quit porn. I would always blame it on some external circumstances that I couldn't reach my goals, like that I couldn't quit porn. But I realized it's the identity that made everything possible for me to act in a kind of way, to behave in a kind of way that made me quit porn eventually. By the way, if you're in the same situation, you want to quit porn, then click the link down below. I have a full blueprint on how to quit it. But yeah, in this video, I want to show you like why your identity matters the most, like why this is the step zero for quitting porn. Forget now all the tactics that these YouTubers are told you, all this seam retention, no fab streaks, all the blockers on the internet, like putting your phone in a different room. Forget all this shit and focus now only on your identity, who you are right now, and how you can change yourself, how you can change your, like, shift your identity, and like why it is important to quit porn. Like, you need to really, like, how us I saw it, you need to really like see yourself as someone who is not watching porn, and reminding yourself every day. It doesn't, like, you can't just like tell it yourself one time and then thinking think it would like help you instantly. Now you like can get a nofap streak for 300 days straight. You need to remind yourself every day that, like, that you are someone who is not watching porn. And the best way to do it is like how I did it. I wrote down affirmations, like, about myself, how I see myself. Like, for example, I'm someone who's not watching porn. I'm someone who's confident. All that shit. You can do this with everything, and remind yourself everything what you want to become, what you want to be. And your brain, what happens is your brain automatically starts this kind of pattern where it tries to, like, I don't know how to say it in I don't know how to say it, but it searches for clues that the things that you wrote down are true. So it tries everything to get this statement true, and it means you will see yourself be more involved into quitting porn. You will be more disciplined without even like trying your hardest. Just be like automatically your brain. It's like a switch in your brain where it's not really like where you're doing something without really like forcing yourself to do it. Like this is how I felt, or how it felt for me when I first wrote down these affirmations. I broke down my other different shitty habits so I could like quit porn way easily. And your habits are sticking to your identity, and it's not just to your goals or motivation, because this will fade away like real quick. This temporary thing, this temporary like vision, this temporary goal is say to yourself, yeah, I want to quit porn in 30 days. Like say it once, and you won't really get there. You need to remind yourself who you are, who you want to be, to get to this goal. And yeah, like a strong identity will help you to resist these urges, and because it's kind of like a defense mechanism to protect your self-image. Because when your self-image is like broken down, it's really painful. Like psychologically, it's really painful. And when your self-image, how I said, if your self-image is someone who is not watching porn, you really trying your best automatically to not change that. So this is why like in strong identity is the key. It makes everything 100 times easier than just to blindly do some like tricks or habits that make you want to quit porn. By the way, you don't need to do that. You can all just do the habits, but it won't be that like you make your life so much easier if you just believe that you are someone who is not watching porn. Yeah. And identity, like shift in your identity is long term, and while motivation based things are often like short, and you make the decisions automatically on your intuition, on yourself, on how you see yourself, on your self-image. Yeah, this made me quit porn, and now I'm free for over a year straight. How I said, because I see myself as someone who's not quitting porn, like who's not watching porn. I designed my life in a kind of way where I don't need to think about this shit anymore. So it's a really powerful thing that you need to consider when you are serious about quitting porn. But if you're confused about that, click the link down below. Again, I have a full blueprint on how to do it. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.